I mean, I was super Disney. I was a bazooka of pixie dust. There you are, all right? 7:30 in the morning, 5,000 of you out there. And you're getting ready for your day of relaxing fun. Okay. All right. All of a sudden you start to hear. Okay. All right, starts working on you, all right? And then you start to smell popcorn. They know you're not going to buy popcorn at 7:30 in the morning, but they want you to smell it. Pretty soon you hear Jiminy Cricket go, "Well, sir, in 5 minutes the magic begins." And your credit card is melting in your back pocket, but you don't even care, all right? It's on. And then they drop the rope. And you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please walk safely and slowly to your..." Sure. We learn to get out of the way, because you're all, and they drop that rope, and they're off! You grab that kid, and you're off. Faster. There's the other family. The kid is not even on the ground, because... Okay, and you get up there, think about the lines you've waited in, the cost, the stress. She gets up to Snow White. Now I want you to think of, just like the magic moments you create, think about all the people that will never be considered, thought of, much less thanked, who all had to come together to create this singular magical moment that will never be forgotten. Incredibly powerful. Trying to move the needle at Bank of America. They had no idea that that bank was started by one man going door to door in San Francisco, giving loans based on the size of calluses on your hands. And that had tremendous power. And a lot of companies will say to me, "Well, you know, we're acquisitions with it." No, there's drama everywhere. And let me tell you something about service and providing excellence within it. Excellence will always find other excellence. Whether you're waiting tables, cleaning cars, playing a chipmunk in a theme park, or working for Colonial Life, excellence will always find excellence. Great service will always serve the server first. Being a part of the opening team of Diagon Alley taught me a lot of things about Harry Potter, magic wands, customer service, and the power of timing. Congratulations on being selected. Will you be purchasing your wand today? Now, how many families do you think are not very many. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a stick, a $55 stick. Or is it? Think about all the people that had to touch this to change it from a stick to a wand. Doesn't everybody have to ask themselves that, no matter what business they're in? What are we selling today? Wands or sticks? Look through the customer's eyes as if they were a lens, and ask yourself what every service moment looks like, sounds like, smells like, and feels like. And you grab that kid and you think, "I'm gonna get this picture with her with Snow White first." And you grab the kid, they drop the rope, and you're off. And you're running, the kid isn't even on the ground, She tugs on Snow White's dress, and at that moment, Snow White spins around, and she's smoking a cigarette, and she's got a cup she's using as an ashtray. "Come on, let's get her picture taken." Now with some businesses, we go in and we say, "Okay, this is what service looks like." That's not necessary with you all. The hard part with folks in the healthcare industry is to get you back on the saddle because you've been knocked off by task. One of the things that you'll hear Imagineers, the people that build the rides in parks, say all the time is that all we do is tell stories. So that's one of the things I like to impress upon companies is that You're telling stories every day. That's all any of us are doing. Remember, there's no business but show business, so I meant that literally. At Disney, we never worried about what first, or even how. We started with why. One day, I was making pizza with this lady backstage. All she'd done for 19 years was work backstage at Tomorrowland making pizzas. And I'm like, I'm humming, and pretty soon she's getting more and more annoyed with me. And all of a sudden she can't take it anymore. And I hear, honey, baby, honey, you gotta get that cheese all the way around that pizza evenly, because if you don't, it ain't gonna be a good show for my guests. She never met a guest, and yet she was still part of the collective context. She knew what her why was.
We're gonna push and never stop, cause this is a journey to the top.
Whoa! And I had no idea which one of these kids would remember, which would forget, or which might be standing in front of a group of professionals like you all in 30 years going, okay, there was this time when some little man held my hand on stage and it changed my life. I didn't know, and that meant I had to give it every time. And it reminded me that service is a superpower. And you've learned those 4 words that you all came up with together. They're part of your consciousness, your collective consciousness. I want you to be it, dream it, but most importantly, never, ever, ever forget what you are and what you're willing to be. So it is, so it always has been. Thank you very much for a great day. Yes!